Hey, I'm making chicken soup today and I want to show you what I'm up to. So I've got onions, carrots, some celery already cut up, and I've got these huge chicken breasts. So I thought this would make some good broth, and then I'll show you how I make my chicken noodle soup out of it. So I start by getting that chicken's already been cleaned up. I've got, I'm going to throw my onions in here, carrots, celery, get that little bit of salt in there, along with just a handful of peppercorns, and I just like to kind of break them up in my hands. Next, I'm going to add 6 cups of water, and I really want to just cover this chicken up, and that seems to be the right magic number. Actually, I'm going to need a little bit more. Yep, so that's about right. I got 8 cups of water. I want to make sure that the water is above the chicken. I'm going to get this going. There we go. I'm going to get this going, bring it up to a boil, and then reduce it kind of back to a simmer. And then all of that scum comes to the top, all those impurities, and you just spoon them off. And I'll show you how to do that in a minute. Be right back. This has been going for about 10 minutes, and there's just a little teeny bit of fat on top. So all I'm doing is skimming that and put it in here. But this chicken was pretty clean. So I'm going to let it continue cooking. And once it makes that nice broth and the chicken is cooked, what I'm going to do is I'm going to strain these vegetables out. I'm going to take the chicken out and get it off the bone, put the bones and the skin back in, and let it keep cooking a little bit longer to get more flavor. The chicken is done. I pulled it, I let it cool, and now I'm just tearing it apart, taking the meat and putting that in this bowl, and then in my garbage bowl, putting the bones. And what I'm going to do with these is I'm going to put them back in the broth and let them cook a little longer, because I really want that flavor that you get from the bones. So that's what I'm doing now. It's time to strain that broth. That boiled for another 15 or 18 minutes. It tastes amazing. Now I just want to get rid of these vegetables and discard the bones. Okay, so now that our broth is ready, what I did in a separate pot, I've got some olive oil, and I just added carrots, onions, and celery. Just cut them up fresh. We're going to let this go 5-7 minutes, and then we can put the broth in as much as we want. You might want to save some for later. And then the chicken, and we will have our chicken soup ready. All right, so we made 8 cups of chicken soup, chicken broth. The vegetables got nice and tender. I sauteed them. I'm adding probably half of the chicken, and a little more than half. I'm going to save this for some chicken sandwiches. We're going to bring this to, that's my timer. We're going to let this come together, and then I'll show you how I would serve it up. Oh, one more thing. I have got, my secret weapon are the Parmesan rinds. I save them, and then I just cut them up and drop them in the soup. They add a great background flavor, and so I've done that now. We'll be ready to eat soon. I'll show you the finished product. Our soup is finally ready, and I can't wait to show it to you. Check this out. Carrots, onions, celery, big old pieces of chicken, and that beautiful broth. There you go. That's my chicken soup recipe. I hope you'll try it. Ciao for now.